sat very low. Sit up straight and show some respect.
Sorry, I'm just growing a manly beard. It's got a little bit, yeah. I'll paint that in later with some black G, so good. Welcome back, I'm Ian.
I'm Mike.
I've got a fantastic project to share with you today. We're going to use one of my paper packs, La Belle Femme, and make a beautiful journal with it.
Ooh, sounds exciting.
Right, with more ado. Is it more ado?
No, it's less. Is it less ado?
Sounds
without further ado.
Anyway, let's get cracking. So this is the pad we're talking about today. La Belle Femme.
Yes.
32 beautiful designs. It features, we've got some ATCs at the beginning. It features beautiful illustrations of ladies, beautiful ladies, with lovely florals at the back. The print on this is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I mean, the papers.
Colours are lovely.
I think some of you may have seen it before when I did a flick through, but just in case you haven't, I'll have a quick flick through before we start our project. But it's just the quality. It's unbelievable. The flowers are so pretty. It's just so, and a 170 gram paper.
Yes.
Which are very...
£115 if I haven't said so already.
I believe, don't hold me to this, but I believe it's the same weight as the Tim Holtz paper.
We believe it's a similar weight. We've kind of compared them, haven't we?
Yeah, we have. We think it is. And we haven't got scientific evidence to back that up, but we think it is the same. It feels nice.
It feels the same.
Feels good quality. It's beautiful quality.
It's uncoated, so you can write on it as well.
And paint on it.
Yeah.
And mixed media area on it.
Stamp on it.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
She's lovely. But yeah, so there's florals on each side as well. And they've all got that slightly age feel, just like me. I like this one with all the ferns.
Yeah.
And then you get 6 more of...
Did you mention the ATCs?
The ATCs. I did, funnily enough, yes. I did. So
that's what we're paying attention.
So that's what we're going to use. So let's go overhead and
so we're going to turn that
into
that
with nothing more than magic. Okay, so as I said earlier, we're going to use the La Belle Femme.
Les Belles Femmes.
Yes, it's one of the. It's the second paper pack I've done. It's the first one was the Gentleman of Science. And this I've done this one, but what I want to show you today is how to make a very, very easy journal out of this.
Ooh.
And what's good about the size of it is we don't have to do any stitching or anything, because what we're going to do, just use a scalpel carefully or a pokey tool. We're just going to take the staples out.
Yeah.
Max just wandered across the other side of the studio.
Turning the phones off to make sure they don't ring.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, but be careful when you take the staples out that you don't stick them in your fingers. I just have. So if you gently ease them out. Oh, thank you, Mike. Oh no.
I'm a rubbish monitor.
Oh no.
That's a monitor who's rubbish.
Do it. Okay.
Yeah.
So now the book is actually free, so you've got all the spreads.
Oh.
So what we're going to do, I've got out my tools.
Spacer
tools. Mike's got them on his website. I've got them on my website.
Mine are bright orange.
His are bright orange. Yes, they are. So you're going to need these or something similar. I mean, if you bought the William Morris journal from it, had a set of the MDF ones in.
Yeah, but just the spacers. It didn't have the mitre corners.
Didn't have the mitre corners, no. So, and what I've done also, I've also got, these are on my website. These, I'm going to call these, I think I'm going to call them studio journal covers, because they match all the studio journal books I do.
Oh, okay.
Because you see they are smaller,
which gives you room
to fold over. Yeah. And then when we do the inner, we just need to trim, but we'll come to that in a minute.
So how big are they?
They are actually
so in new and old money, please.
In new money, they are 170 millimeters square, so
just under 7 inches,
and they are 20 millimeters or just under 3/4 of an inch wide, and they are just under about 6 3/4 inches square. Good size.
Are they square? Is one side longer than the other?
No, they are square.
Square.
Okay.
Nice size, actually.
It's a great size. I mean, it's the whole size is good because you don't need to use a lot to get a really good project.
Right.
So we'll just look through the pack. I think you've probably all had a flick through before. I just love her. I'm going to use her for the front, I think.
Did my favourite girl actually make it into the pack.
Which one was she make?
The other one that's got like the orange, like all the sunflower girl.
No.
No,
She didn't make it in.
Oh, what a shame.
What a shame. Okay, so I'm going to use her for the front.
Nice.
Because she's fantastic.
Pretty.
She's pretty. Okay, so that will be the front. So we need something that's a little bit similar colour-wise for the back. I think we have her.
Oh, yes.
She'll be. Oh, do we have her on the front? I think it's all so lovely. Her on the front. She's going on the back, so it'll be like that. So that'll be the...
Nice.
And then we need a paper that's going to share the colour theme of the oranges and the yellows. So let's have a quick look on the backs. I'm sure there's one somewhere. It's nice.
It's lovely. That's one of my favourites.
I might use that one.
It's really pretty.
Oh, have we got... Oh, no, that one.
Oh, yeah. Go
That
on.
one.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so we'll put all this to one side. We're going to use these in a little while, so...
Should I move the covers out of the way because you can keep those for ATCs for later?
Well, I need them for the journal, for the inserts.
Right, okay.
Okay, so first of all, just carefully, I'm just going to trim down the cover just to separate the front and the back. Okay, so now that's the front of the... So we've got her for later. So that's number one.
The floral patterns on the backs of these are really pretty.
They are very pretty indeed. If you've not seen these, there's a flick through video we did, didn't we? Or I did on Facebook.
Is that on your website as well? Or?
No, it's not.
Just on
Facebook. Okay, so she's going to be the front and she's going to be the back, and then that is my spine. So my spine measures, as we said earlier.
So I'm just laughing at Bentley. He's just throwing himself down in disgust because we're not playing with him.
Yeah,
we're ignoring him.
So we're going to make it the spine 60 millimetres wide.
60?
Yeah, the material I'm going to make the spine with.
So what's that in inches?
40 mil. Actually, I'll do 40 mil. 40 mil, which is...
just over an inch and a half.
Inch and a half. So I just need a 40 millimetre strip of this. I had a pen when I sat down.
Silver and blue ones.
Oh yeah.
Are you sure 40 mil is going to be long enough or wide enough?
Yes, positive. Because the if it's 40 millimetres wide, the spine itself is only that. So you're going to have that each side, so it'll overlap.
But don't forget you've got your space between your covers and your spine to take into
I'll
consideration.
I'll make it 50 then. Or do you do it 60? What do you reckon?
Do it 60. So that's going to be about 5 1/4, 2 1/4 inches.
60 mils. 60 mils is nearly 2.5 inches.
Okay.
Yeah, 2. Yeah.
All right. As long as it's wider, it doesn't really make any difference, does it really?
No, it doesn't, not at all. I'm putting a new blade in my scalpel, so I'm bound to be cutting myself. So
there's going to be blood. I've got some tissue just in case.
Thank you. So that's the spine. We then have our girl for the front, which is her. So she's going to go onto there. We're working back to front, remember. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a little bit of double-sided masking tape. Just to join them together till we get the adhesive on the back.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's a good way of doing it.
Okay. So now we've got our... I've done it the wrong way around.
Have you?
Yeah.
Well, she's going to have to go
She's now going on the back.
Right.
It doesn't really make any difference.
No, you originally said she's going on the back.
Did I? And she's going on the front?
Yeah. So you have done it the right way around.
Okay. So we'll just...
This is lovely.
It's a shame to cover these up, isn't it? They're all so pretty. Okay, just join them together. And then all we need to do is use our ruler and scalpel and just trim like that. And because we've taken it over the edge, you're not going to have any problems with it flopping up, because it's past the spine.
Okay. Is that a technical term?
Flopping up. Yeah, I think it must be. There we are. As I say, you could do these with any of the paper packs, mine or Mike's. and make a journal with them. Okay, so that's our paper now that we're going to have on the outside. Okay.
Okay.
So let's join our MDF panels together, which is where we're going to use our spacer tools as well. Okay, so some more double-sided, not double-sided, masking tape. So we'll put...
What's up, Peppino?
What's on there?
He's giving me those puppy dog eyes.
Oh, is he? He's very good at that.
What's a play, Daddy?
With it being square, it doesn't matter which way around you have them, obviously, because it's equal. So we get our spacer tools, just pop them down very lightly.
I don't think you need the bottom one.
Don't do I? So I'll put it on there. So I've got, I know it's going to be the same. So I'll put that onto there. Like that.
You go in.
Has he had enough, Daddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one. So we now know that's the right width. What I want to do is I'm just going to trim some off this because there's an awfully large amount of masking tape.
All right, okay. Floppy ears out there.
Yeah, there we go, that's better.
Nippy's fast asleep, so...
He is. And then on this one, I'll pop the masking tape on there. I'm using masking tape, you could use anything else. Anything that's going to just hold it together while we get the glue and the adhesive on.
Right, okay. You don't need anything heavy duty like duct tape or anything.
Oh no, don't use duct tape, you'll have real problems tucking it in if you do. Okay, so we use the spacer again. One and two. As I said before, these are square, so it doesn't matter which way around they go. Now we now know that they're perfectly lined up.
Oh, and he's back again. Hello.
You may say, well, it's all a bit floppy. It is at the moment, but it won't be when you're finished. So then we'll just trim a little bit of that off there. We don't need it all on there. It's 2mm MDF, so it's not too heavy as well.
2000 microns.
2000 microns.
It's not flimsy.
No.
It's thin without being too heavy. It's thick enough. It's rigid enough, isn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Right, one. And oh, Bentley's come for a snuggle, I think.
Yeah. He's having an ear noogie.
He's having a little ear rub. I'm just going to cut out the little notches there of the tape on the top and bottom. This is where your elastic's going to go over. It stops it bulking up. If it bulks up, it's a bit more difficult to try and get it to trim it when all the layers are on of the adhesive sheet and all the card. Because I mean the paper is very thin. The paper's 170 grams, so it's 170. It's really good quality paper.
That's £115 for our American cousins.
Well, it even sounds right. Okay, so now I've got the cover done. So there we are. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to nip downstairs where we keep our big roll of adhesive. And I'm going to put adhesive all over this. It'll literally take 2 seconds and I shall be back to get the cover made and then we can crack on and do the inside.
Excellent. You're back then?
I'm back, yes. And all sorted. So I've got the adhesive on the back. What I need to do, I've just measured the distance from between the 2 points.
Yeah.
So I want it to be equal on the spine. So what I've done is I've just put a little mark of pen. I'm just going to put a little cut mark with a scalpel blade. So this will show me, theoretically, it's there. Now, where the centre is. So when I come to line this up, I know that it's roughly going to be equal on both sides.
Right, okay.
So the spine's going to be equal.
So this is the adhesive that you went downstairs to put
It is, yeah.
Which is a big sheet, big roll.
It's a massive roll. So just double checking, Mike, because you're the man to come to. This needs to go on the inside, doesn't it? Because that's when it folds in on itself.
Right, so yeah, you've got to remember that there will be a bit of stretch on the outside.
Yeah.
So it's up to what I would normally do is I would try and do it so it's actually half and half.
Right.
So don't push all the way through.
So we'll put it. So we'll do that side first and push it in a little bit to give it a bit of stretch.
Yeah, but don't forget you've put masking tape on there, which won't give very much anyway. So.
No.
But they've got the gap.
Yeah, the gap to push it into.
It's the spacer gap.
Yeah.
So there should be some give.
So if I put that in there, then we can just push it back down when we come to do this side. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So just unpeel that. This double-sided is very good, but it's one go only.
It's one and done.
It's one and done.
Right. So you remember that is upside down.
It doesn't really matter with the journal. There we go. Let's turn it upside. Let's get it the right way around then, so we are the correct. So there we are, like that. Okay, so we've still got our little mark, which is there and there. Do you want me back?
Yeah, be careful you lose all the hairs off your wrists
and your fingerprints. Okay, so we're going to just get that in the middle. So that's about right there. Yep. So I'm not going to drop it on, I'm going to turn it over now so I can feed
just do it slowly.
This paper into the gap.
That's it, just slowly.
There we are.
That's it. So that's in the space between the spine and the cover.
Yeah. So just push that there. So
gently do the other side.
1, 3. And then we just lift up. See what I mean by being sticky, super sticky? It's frightened the dog.
Hey.
So we just peel that back. When you've got your glue on, it's much easier with PVA. There's the hooks there. Lift it back a bit more. There we go.
That's it, get your groove on.
There we are. 1 and 2, and then we just lay that down.
And then just run your bond folder over it just to commit it.
Bearing
in mind, of course, that you've got the adhesive on the other side and you don't want to stick it to the tabletop.
No, you don't. So what we'll do is we'll...
It is very strong, isn't it?
Very strong. Okay. Okay, so we now need some... We've got roughly about the same top and bottom. So I just need to turn that round and cut about there. Just to give me the same amount of border all the way around. I haven't put my ruler flat down because if I do, I'm not getting it off again.
No, that's how we lost the cork off the back the first time.
Voila.
Because it pulled it all off.
It pulled it all off.
You don't need this.
No, thank you, mate. No. Yeah. And then that one. There. Okay.
You're being very noisy in a very quiet way, dog.
So we've already used the spacer tools to give us our space down the spines. We now have for mitering the corners. Okay. Yep. So one is 12 mils or half an inch.
Yep.
And the other one's a quarter of an inch. Is that right?
Yeah.
So we'll use a quarter, because we don't really need any more because it's only 2 mils thick. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it down very, very lightly. I'm just going to mark it with a flying pen.
A flying pen, yeah.
Took off then. There we are. That's 1, 2. You will have this problem because if you're using glue, you can just put it on, just wash it afterwards in the sink if it's PVA. But with this, it will not come off. Okay. There we are. Okay. So I just need to trim these. 1. Matt's moving.
Matt's not stuck down.
1, 2. And 3.
Come and sit down. That's it.
He keeps harassing Nipper.
Well, he wants him to play.
He does, and Nipper's
Nipper
fast
just wants
asleep.
to sleep. Nipper's older, you see.
Nipper's 11, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we've done the corners. As we've done before, we just need to roll the edges over. So just one at a time. Just use your bone folder
to commit your creases.
Commit your creases. And then we'll just push that there, just to roll it in a little. That one the same, roll it in.
This is the bit that people always get wrong with journals, isn't it? Not wrong, but they always make the mistake of
cutting it short.
Yeah, cutting it short, and you end up with gaps.
Okay, so that one now, fold her across there. Commit again. The paper is very thick, so it's quite forgiving, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not going to rip or anything, as long as you're not too rough with it. And then roll that in again, like that. Okay, this is the bit I hate, which is the folding top and bottom. Okay, so now we've got this, that's the cover. Sorry, wrong way up. How pretty is that?
It's lovely.
So, we're going to do this one first, so just roll it up.
Just move into the...
Yeah.
That's it, so people can see what we're doing.
Yeah. So I'm just going to roll that over there. Don't worry about pushing the bottom piece down as well. The bottom edge rather, not the bottom piece. And then we just roll slowly. Sorry it's all moving, everyone. Should have stuck it down. So we just push that into there. That goes into there.
Yep.
And we just...
That's it.
That's it. Just ease that in.
Just burnish it a little bit. Obviously, the heavier the weight of cardstock, if you're using like pre-printed cardstock, like we are, any heavier, and it will get quite difficult.
So those corners,
perfect. Look,
perfect. You don't even need to put a corner on those. Metal corner.
Proper hospital corners.
Proper hospital corners, yes. So we'll just get that fastened all the way down. 1, 2. There we are. And then the last one, we'll just push that down.
Got a song buzzing around my head now.
Oh dear, which one is it?
Something about rolling with it.
Okay, so that's that one, and then just burnish down. We've just got to make sure we've got enough on the inside, so when we put our inside sheet to cover it, it's not going to be too short. And then again, just burnish that. 1, 2. Make sure your corners are fully in. What's rattling, Mike? Is it just everything?
Probably.
Probably me.
The desk isn't actually fixed to anything.
Look at that. So now, she's pretty. You could always put a little bit of ribbon down there if you wanted. I like the distance, the fact there's like a cream space divider between her. So there's your outer. That looks so pretty. And you could do this with any of the papers.
Yeah, they're all big enough to do it.
So before we put the inside in, we need to find the holes, which is where the elastic goes.
Did you not bring a pokey tool or anything?
No.
Do you want to choose one of these?
Yes, please.
So it's got a silicone tip on the end, look.
Not as much as his chocolate fireguard, that.
Okay.
In fact, it's actually, I think the tip's actually broken off. I'm just going to use my scalpel and just...
I bought this ages ago and I've never used it, and the metal thing tips come off.
Right, there we go.
Usually you don't get those kind of problems with Dina Wakley products, but never mind.
It's unusual for a Dina Wakley product. Okay, so there's one hole.
Yep.
There. And then the second hole.
Can we not bring a brad all up with this?
Well, no, because I'm going to have to cut the hole anyway to get the elastic through. Aren't I? So there we are. And there's the second one just there.
I think it's too thick for eyelets, isn't it?
Oh, we can't, yeah, never get eyelets in it. Do you have a paintbrush? You do? One. Just use a paintbrush to push the fibres back in and it tidies it all up.
probably not going to see it anyway because the elastic.
The elastic will cover it all up, yeah. Okay, so that is the journal outer. Let me just tidy up. What I'm going to do, could I please have a sheet, just a couple of sheets of, or a couple of sheets of cream card, please. There's some in the, down there.
Okay, well, you tidy up.
Okay.
I'll go get you the card and then we'll be right back.
Well, what I'll do is I'll put adhesive on it and then we'll come back.
Okay.
Okay, so I've managed to get the adhesive on the backs of these sheets. Mike made a great suggestion.
Did I?
A page from a dictionary.
Mm.
And it has the word florist and floral on it. So what I'm going to do, because you need a really thin piece of paper or thinnish to go down into there so it doesn't buckle up.
Yeah, if you're using ordinary printer paper,
oh, it'd be fine. But if you're using really thick paper, it will bow. So let's just have a quick measure, see how high we need to make it. So about 160 millimeters, which is about 6.5 inches.
Yeah.
So we need our square sheets, which are going left and right on the inside.
Make sure you get the flowers the right way up.
Yes. So we'll just put that on there. We'll just have a little look. So we want to stop it short of the crease. So we'll probably stop it about there.
Yeah.
So we'll just mark it there. So that is going to be 150, in fact. 150 square.
Is it bang on 150 or was it a bit more?
I think about 150, look to there.
Yeah, about 150 is about right.
Just make sure
6 inches then.
150 will work on there. Yeah, 150. 150 square they're going to be.
But I think you're probably going to be a bit taller this way, aren't you? Because you're cutting.
Yes, we are.
So I'll probably make that 150.
150 by 160.
Or maybe even 160, yeah.
150 by 160. So we'll just put that there.
Just for a nicer fit.
So 150 wide.
By 160 deep.
By 160 deep. So 150 is there. Scalpels here. Before you stick them on, if you want to distress them up, use distress inks, dirty them up, grunge them up if you like.
Grunge to taste.
Grunge to taste, that's the one. There we go. So that's 150 wide there. So that will go into there like that. Give or take a little bit, because it doesn't really matter, because this is going to cover the whole of the inside area. So, and then 160 deep. 160 and 160. There we are. So trim that. So now we know that's the correct size.
You can just use that one
I use that as a template for the other side. So let's just put it on. Oh, that's going to be really pretty, that. Yeah, it's going to work very well. So as I say, this has already got the glue on it. So, and the colours are practically identical. I mean, if you want them identical, buy 2 paper packs. But, well, we can if they want. I'll use a pen to draw on the edge to start with, because if it slips while I'm cutting it, it'll be a mess. There we go. Actually, no, it's not going to go anywhere. There we are. 150 by 160 deep. There we are.
Just make sure you've got that corner, bottom left hand corner.
Yes,
right.
Yeah, it's a little bit off there, but only a millimetre. You're not going to notice that. There we go.
You just won't settle today, Mr. Bentley Box, will you?
The sun keeps coming out, then it keeps raining, and he's just not a happy boy today.
No.
Must admit, it's very, very warm in here. Okay, so then we need to make this piece the same height. So this will be 160 as well. So do you think it's better to stick the side panels on then the middle panel afterwards? Or would you do it the other way?
Personally,
yes,
I like to stick the spine piece on first and then put the panels over the top.
Right, okay. So
you just have to make sure you cut it to the right sort of height, don't you?
Yeah, I do. So we turn it over. The yellow is the adhesive, by the way, not the backs of the paper.
Mellow yellow.
Yeah, and then trouble is the backing of the adhesive is very slippy.
Just have to go very carefully.
Yes, that's perfect. And then this one again. There we are. Okay, so this is going on first.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just use my...
Are you going to mark the middle?
Well, it's got a line down it.
That's providing you actually did it.
I did.
Back centre.
I did on purpose.
Ah.
Okay, so that is about there.
Again, use your bone folder to push into the creases
Yeah.
before you stick the outer piece down.
Yeah, before you stick the outer piece down, yeah.
And then just gently rub.
And then just
gently
persuade it. If it's gone a little bit baggy, don't push it hard, just nice and lightly, and it will flatten. Because
it'll sort itself out.
So that will fold. So that is your spine area. We'll make the holes in the inner in a minute when we've got these on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we have our first piece.
You decide which one's going which way.
I think this is going on the inside front, which is just there. Oh, make sure I didn't get that upside down. The dictionary page.
Don't worry, I would have told you.
Oh, good. Okay. There we are. By having it the exactly same, almost the same width all the way around, when you push it in, you get a little like a little indent.
Yeah.
And the indent then matches. So that's that one. I'll use this one as well.
I know you forgot where you put it then, didn't you?
I did, Mike, I did. Okay. Just pull it closer to me. Excuse if it's the top of my head, I do apologise. Oh, yeah. There we are. Beautiful. And the newsprint goes nicely with it, the old dictionary page, because it's creams and beiges, isn't it? Okay, so nicely. We have our outer ready. Just got to remember we now need to put the elastic in.
So we just need to poke your holes from the inside.
Yeah. So, do you have a pokey tool, Mike?
I do, but it's underneath where you're sitting.
Okay, it doesn't matter then. I'll manage.
I was going to say, is there anything? Is there an old paper clip that you could have pushed through if you wanted?
No, I've done it there. It's fine. Got the hole. There we are. Of course, the actual elastic itself will cover any embarrassments.
I like to use a pencil because you can just roll it as well, and it automatically.
Well, it would if it wasn't for this adhesive.
Yeah.
So there we are. Oh, that's perfect now. Yep, that's good. Well, yeah, so we've now got the holes in for the elastic. The elastic I'm using is, how big is it, Mike, please?
3 mil.
3mm. I'm just going to use a candle lighter just to burn the ends, because if not, I'll spend blooming hours trying to thread it through. So, as far as I remember, Mike, it's from the inside to there.
Yep.
And then we want to cut a piece, so I'll cut it about there.
Hang on, you want about twice the length, so actually you might only probably need to be about there.
Let's just have a quick measure then for the ladies and gents at home. And the piece of elastic would measure roughly
16 to 18 would do
16 inches, yeah, about 16 to 18 inches. And again, we'll just do the on the end. So that goes into that.
And then that one goes through that one there.
So, does it? Yeah, of course it does, yeah. Stupid me.
So you didn't roll it with your finger when you heated it, did you?
Oh, yeah.
And then you just even it out and then tie it off in the middle.
Yeah. So
you want a little bit of pressure.
Would you be a darling and just hold?
I will. Ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now we have
your elastic.
The elastic, so
which now sits inside those little indentations, doesn't it?
Yeah, we've got the indentations top and bottom.
You're looking for a pair of scissors?
Yes. Just there, black-headed ones. So that'll just hold in there, because that's just that little half circle that was cut out. Thank you, Mike. 1, 2.
And then
a bit more flames. Whee! Burning bonfire. There we are. Just wipe my fingers. Okay.
Just stops it from fraying.
It does. So that is the outer journal cover done. Oh, she lost me up to her face. That's better. So give me 2 minutes and I shall be back and we'll do the inner pages.
Yeah, we'll have a tidy up, get rid of all this detritus, and then we'll be back.
Just looks so pretty. The quality of the print is beautiful. I mean,
they're lovely.
Beautiful. Okay, for the inners, obviously the papers are going to need to be smaller. So what we're going to do, we're going to trim the papers down to be 155mm or 6 1/8, so 6 inches.
Or thereabouts,
yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to...
Well, the beauty of having a traveller style notebook or traveller style journal is that you can actually make the pages whatever size you want, providing that they fit within the covers.
Absolutely. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure from the top down, because a lot of the girls are towards the top. So if I measure 155 down, it gets me to there. So you're going to have a lovely image. So 155 down by 155 that way. So I'll just do one first and then we'll fast forward through. You don't have to see me cut all these pages out. 155.
Because they're double pages anyway. If you've got a paper trimmer, you can just do this really quick.
Oh yeah. But remember, to the cut off, you are cutting the outer side of the book off. Do not cut this side. This is where it folds. So this is where the staples were in the book. Because I think that works really well. You haven't got to bother joining it or creasing it.
No.
And it's a good thickness of card anyway. So 155 is there. And 155 is there. Don't throw the...
I mean, you could, if you wanted to, rather than cutting those, you could just fold them over and create a pocket.
Yeah, you could on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could.
Just throwing it out there.
Yeah, because you've got, on the backs of them all, you've got lovely florals. So if you were to fold that over, you'd have a pocket. What a good idea, Mike. I like that. Let's do that. Where's my bum folder, please?
That white thing there.
That's that white thing there, yes.
Do you want to borrow my paper trimmer? Because there is a scoring tool on that.
No, I'm all right with it. Modern technology. I don't like modern technology.
Technology.
Okay, and just fold that over.
Then all you have to do is just put a little bit of tape top and bottom. You've got yourself a ready.
In fact, we've got some tape. Some tape. Here's some I had.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Earlier, yes. Actually, it's the wrong one. The one I want is the thicker one, which is that one.
What's this one?
That's not very good construction tape. It's not very sticky.
Not very sticky at all, is it?
In fact, I don't know why they call it self-tape anyway, because it's anything but. So yeah, just a little bit across the bottom. It's a really good idea, this, Mike. So we work well as a team.
Sometimes.
Individually we're appalling, but we work well as a team. Okay, so I'll continue doing these. And Mike can fast forward, and then when we're done, come back and we can talk about...
So what are we fast forwarding through?
Fast forwarding through me making all these pockets.
Oh, you're putting pockets in every one?
Yeah,
then?
Might as well.
Right, okie dokie then, let's do that.
Seems silly not to.
And as if by magic,
we are back. So Mike had the idea of putting the pockets in. So what I've done is I've done every other one with a pocket. So you've got some with pockets, some without. Okay, so next thing to do, we'll pop it in the journal. So all we need to do is to lift the elastic up, slide all our pages through like that. So they will lay within the journal. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to make some little journaling cards. So in the pack, or rather in the book, front and back covers, you have mini papers ideal for ATCs.
Yes, 2.5 by 3.5 inches.
However, they're also good for journaling tags or journaling squares.
Yeah.
So what I've done, jolly old sticky back plastic.
Double-sided.
Yep. I've got some vintage paper here. This is what I normally print on the backs of my ephemeras.
Yes.
But you could use old brown paper, any kind of paper like that. All you need to do is just something that looks a bit old, so you could actually just tea-dye some ordinary photocopy paper.
Yeah, don't see why not.
That.
Tea-dye, or use your vintage photo distress stain, or spritzers, or indigo blue vivids. The Royal Oak is a nice brown colour.
It is, yeah. So just stick that on there. So when I turn that over, you've got old paper background. So there, thank you. And we'll just cut those there. They're a nice weight now as well, because they're almost thick card now. They've got that.
Well, you've just added another, what, 20 GSM to the back?
Well, they start off at 170 GSM. There we are. And yeah, when you put the other paper on top, you're putting another sheet of paper which is a 160 or a 180 gram plus the adhesive sheet itself. So we are looking at quite a heavy tag, stroke journaling square. What you could do if you wanted, you could always punch holes in them with your crocodile, put ribbon on them, make tags, etc. I'm just going to use them as ordinary cards here because I want to put them inside the little pockets that we've just made. That was a brilliant idea of yours, Mike.
Well, you know.
You know, you do your best, don't you? I like metal rulers, but every time you use it, it takes the edge of the blade off.
Hello, Fluffy, you're supposed to have gone to bed.
Is that Bentley booze? Nipper's fast as late.
Nipper's not moved.
Nipper never moves. There we are. And last one there. Okay. So I'll just take those out of the sheet.
You carry on for a moment.
I mean, they're incredibly thick, are those? They're great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So that's all detritus, but over there. So the ATCs have now become little tags. So we'll bring the journal in. The little tags can go inside the little pockets. You can put them in. I mean, that works really well.
Oh, lovely.
In fact, could you just pass me a little hole punch from the...
Just sat down.
Sorry, love.
What sort of hole punch?
A circular punch. About half an inch across an inch, half an inch to an inch.
An inch?
Inch is fine. So we're at the middle of that, 75. It's all about there. What I can do...
No, you're doing a finger hole.
Take the tag out. Pop your punch in, and there we are.
So you could do this before you actually stick them down.
Yes, it would be easier, wouldn't it? But I've only just had the idea. So, you know, I'm not going to put one in that one. See that? See, they match.
Yeah, lovely.
So we've got matching ones.
Matchy, matchy.
Matchy, matchy. And then do this one. You can go into that. That one wants one on as well. This is a little bit more finished when you have the little pockets with little finger holes. And that one can go there. So now we've got the pages in. Oh, we don't want that in, do we? So that's those. So they're in there. That's good. Okay, so what you've also got left from your sheet, we may as well use all the sheet up, haven't we, really? What you've got left from your sheet now is the little bits you cut off the bottom to make them 155 high. So you've got these. Oh, that was the cover. That's fine. No, we've got these.
Everything.
Yeah, yeah. We did 3. That's there loose. We did 3, if you remember, and the rest were just cut off. Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So Mike's got on his website some of these lovely little envelopes.
Oh yes, I forgot about those.
What are they called?
The little wage envelopes.
Wage envelopes.
Or cash envelopes. Dinner money.
Dinner money envelopes. That's a long time ago. So we need 3 of these. So there's 1, 2, 3. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the little envelope piece inside the flap. You get a better edge and it's thicker for when you're putting your tags in and out. Yeah. Okay. So we've got those. So we've got these. So you're all double-sided again. So what we need is enough to go inside.
Look at the fit.
In fact, what we'll do is we'll measure. I know we said it was 4 inch, but so about 95 mils. So if I measure from the bottom, just 95 millimeters, line it up on the mat, it should cut square. With that one there, I cut that off there.
See that panel that's left.
That panel will go onto there.
Oh, look at that! It's almost as
and that tag, which we'll put an insert in that in a second. Wet glue, Mike.
Dry glue.
Dry glue, rather.
Use one of the
down with the diary sticks.
There's your scratch paper.
Oh, I wonder what that was for. Thank you. So I've not used this since I was a kid. This sort of glue.
I'd like to be able to say the same.
Okay, so that just goes onto
Again, distress.
Distress to taste.
Make sure you get the flowers the right way around.
It's nature, isn't it? Doesn't matter. Okay, so then we need a little bit of tape on the back. Just 2 little strips of it.
Or glue it.
Or glue it, yeah. Use wet glue, double-sided.
Adhesive of your choice.
Adhesive of your choice, yes. Okay. So we'll just peel that off there. Put that down, need that again in a minute.
So where's this going to go now?
Just move those over there. I think we're looking for something with a little bit of blue in there. Look. So we could put that there. Couldn't we?
Mm-hmm.
And then what we'll do, this is the little card we've got. We've also got some double-sided sheet. Sorry, some double-sided sheet. Some of the distressed paper.
Mm-hmm.
This. I'm just going to cut along the top edge. Just down the side. Don't need to go right to the bottom, so we don't need it all. And then we'll just put that on there, and we know that we need to go to about there. So we might as well just use the guides on the paper.
Absolutely, make it easy.
Make life easy. Yes, I know. I was just thinking that at least I haven't cut it in half, which I've done before, many a time. And then we'll just do that line there. A little bit of Just a little bit of glue at the top.
Yeah, it doesn't need sticking all the way down, does it?
No. If you want to stick it all the way down when you make yours, please stick it all the way down.
Just somewhere to do some little journaling or little notes on.
And then that goes in to there. It sticks out past there so you can actually lift it up and take it in and out.
Very good.
You could punch a little hole and put some ribbon on it.
You could put a little eyelet on it and put some ribbon on, but we'd be here all day if we did that.
We would. So I'll do the other two.
The video will be about 2 hours long.
I'll do the other two and I'll be back to you in 2 shakes.
And we's back.
We are back indeed. So what I've done is I've popped in the little pockets. Oh, it's there. I wonder where that had gone then.
You missed one.
No, I've done it. I've put the little paper inside.
Oh yeah.
I just hadn't put it into its little perch.
Little thing. It's pochette.
So what you could do as well, I mean, we could go on for hours and hours and hours with this, literally.
Yes.
What you could do is you get some old paper again, cut some panels and just pop some little panels down the side so you can write in there, journal in there, whatever. Yeah. But what Mike had a really good idea a minute ago, you know that we put the little ATCs in, we've only used 6. Remember those? Mike remembered he had a punch, which is
Stampin' Up. It's the little Stampin' Up tab punch. That one. I don't know whether they still do it or not, but
so we've just popped a little staple in there. You could glue it if you wanted. Just gives a little tab for you to be able to get.
You could even put them on top of the little tag things for pulling out of the pockets as well.
Oh yeah, you could. In fact, I'll put a couple on these.
Choose your little Tim Holtz tiny attacher if you've got one.
There we are. But as I say, this is all from the one book.
Apart from this.
Apart from a couple of sheets, well, apart from the dictionary page and a sheet of old paper or 2 sheets of old paper. There is just so much.
Yeah, I mean, you could use craft card, you could use cream cardstock, you could use coloured cardstock if you wanted to create your tabs in a complementary colour.
I mean, you could actually just go on and on and on, and we've still got
another 6
of those to go.
And we haven't used all the pages either.
No, we haven't.
There's still a full one here.
And we've got some half pages.
Yep. Plus
the little cut-offs at the bottom.
Still all these bits that you've got here that you can turn into bits of ephemera, more tags, journaling squares.
I'd say you can make for one full journal
with as much ephemera really. You could make like little circular tie-off things, you know, like the banker's envelope as well. There's all sorts of stuff you can do.
Let's put that one on there. Oh, if we do, we can't open it though, can we?
Glue it then.
I'm not messing about with glue. Glue's not good for me today. So, yeah, we'll do the last one there. What you could do as well, if you have some larger envelopes, put an envelope there with a pocket in. Slide, and then you can slide all the little bits. I mean, these are all the bits that are left.
Well, there's nothing stopping you from adding some adhesive on the back of that and creating a pocket that runs across the bottom as well.
So there isn't, yeah, because it all matches. Yeah. So, and then you could put all the extra tags in there. But there is just so much in this one book. I mean, it's the same. All my books and Mike's books, you get all these.
Yeah. I think there's more pages in your book than there is in mine, I think.
Yeah, oh, yes, sorry, there is, yeah. Mine is...
yours are 36, mine are 28.
Yes, they are. So, we've got...
Because you had to go one better.
Yep. Why not? Go big or go home. Okay, so what we've used the MDF Studio journal kit, which is the front, the back and the spine. We use some of the paper on the inside front. You could use all newspaper.
Of course you could.
Anything that's thin, pop on there. Then all we've used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spreads out of the book. You haven't even got to glue them together because that's where the staples were. Oh. And we've also got, by being very clever as Mike is, we've also got the pockets that turn over without cutting it off.
Yeah.
So you've got...
I mean, theoretically, you could have actually left the bit on the bottom if you wanted, folded it up that way.
Yeah, you could.
And created bottom pockets rather than side pockets.
Bottom pockets, side pockets. By folding it, you've got enough room all the way around.
Yeah.
When you remember that's the size of the sheet.
Yeah, so you could have quite easily just folded the bottom under as well.
Yeah.
And created a pocket that way.
Yeah, I'm working from top left out because the ladies, generally the designs face that way.
Yeah.
But you've got your little envelopes, your little tags, little pull bits. Use some more old newspaper or old print there, put them there, right on there. There. You've got so much space you can use.
Yeah.
I think I should have put the tape there, to be honest. There you go. But you learn afterwards, don't you? And of course, everything colour coordinates with everything else.
Yes.
So that is my project for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. Take a look at the paper books on my website and Mike's.
What was the paper pad called again?
The paper pad is called La Belle Femme.
Les Belles Femmes.
Yeah. And I think...
We'll put a link in a clink.
A clink. Yeah, that's his new one. A clink.
A clink, which is a clickable link. So we'll put a clickable link, or a clink, in the description area below the video to Ian's paper pad. And if you're interested in those little mini envelopes, I'll put a clink to that as well. The MDF set to make it will be on my website as well. Yeah. Do you not have the mini envelopes on your website? No, might put them on. We should do, really, because there's no point in buying the envelopes from me and then the paper pad from you. So tell you what, everyone, I'll put them on later. Yeah, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed making this. It's so easy. There is so much in this pack. And you've got so much left over. You've got oodles left over. Oodles and oodles. So you could probably make half another journal with it all. You could probably do a smaller one. Yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give us a thumbs up. And something else. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel already, you can do so by clicking the button at the end of the video. That's the one. So that's all from us for today. We'll see you all again very, very soon. Bye for now. Bye. Bentley says bye too. I've still got my fingers left. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.